Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. It's Wednesday, May 26th. This will be your Raid Shadow Legends wrap up heading into this weekend because we have actually got two events coming. We've got 2x going on and a 10x going on right after that, which is very rare. Does not happen very often, but I will get you everything you need to know about the events coming up and the update on my Dragon Speed event charting. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, in terms of the first event coming up this weekend, it is as predicted. They're going to be going by the normal rotation of Ancient, Sacred, Void in alphabetical order. We just had 2x Voids almost 2 weeks ago, so that means under the normal rotation, we should be doing Ancient Shards, and we do have that confirmed that Thursday, May 27th, they're going to be launching 2x Ancients for Epic and Legendary Champions from the blue shards here. That will be active for 72 hours after it launches. So remember, as of me saying this, it's just to let you know what's coming up. So 2x Ancients is not live right now. You're going to want to click on the eye and check to make sure that Ancients are 1% for Legendary. And then there's also usually an aesthetic on the portal. I just like to let you know that. It's not live as of right now. You do have to wait for that to actually hit. That should be Thursday, May 27th, which is going to be tomorrow, but it depends on where you live in the world when that will actually be live. So make sure and remember that you're going to want to get some level 30, level 40 champions ready to rock so that you can be efficient depending on how many ancient shards you are spending. You've got the food ready, you're ready to sacrifice the champions you don't want to keep, and you can manage your account properly. But there's also going to be another event after that. We're going to be getting a 10x event for Cynthia Flametongue. Now, Cynthia is a newer champion to raid and has really seen a lot of popularity in the new Spider Dungeon levels because it's all about HP burn strats. And Cynthia has this ability right here called Firestorm Right. Place an HP burn debuff on this champion for 3 turns, then attack all enemies. When booked, it's going to be a 100% chance to place HP burn debuffs on all enemies for 3 turns. Grant an extra turn if an HP burn debuff is placed on all enemies. So obviously with the AoE HP burn, that's not super common in raid. There's like Ignatius and Cynthia, a few very niche situations that have that ability. So she has seen a lot of popularity in some of the best spider teams to come out of these new stages. But that event for Cynthia, the 10x, will be launching after the 2x Ancients ends. So I know it's a little bit confusing. Hang in there with me. That will be launching on May 30th. After the 72-hour 2x Ancient event, and that one will be a lot shorter. Looks like that one's only going to be about 24 hours. It'll be opening on Sunday and closing on Monday. So for those of you that are really going after Cynthia and want to take advantage of a 10x, it will not be boosted rates though. So you're going to have the 2x where the shards are boosted rates for Ancients, and then after that, you'll have normal shards, but there'll be 10x the opportunity to summon Cynthia. If you're able to pull a legendary, it'll be much more likely that it will be Cynthia during that little 24-hour window that the 10x for Cynthia is live. So I hope that wasn't too confusing and you were able to follow along. I know it gets a little bit weird when we've got 2 events going on in one weekend. That's very rare that something like that happens. But I also want to get you caught up on how the Dragon charting is going. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart. We've got 700-something runs right now, and the RNG has definitely evened out. My first, 250 runs or so, I was all the way down at, 12 or 13%. But as I've gotten a much larger sample size, I've gotten to the expected RNG. I believe the way it works is, so if I pull this up, the best I can gather, this isn't 100% guaranteed, but the best I can gather is there are 9 sets in the Dragon: Accuracy, Speed, Lifesteal, Destroy, Toxic Frost, and then Days, Avenging, Stalwart. So of those 9 sets, under a normal circumstance, Speed is going to be 1 out of 9 odds to drop, because obviously every time you finish a stage, it's going to roll 1 out of 9 sets that you're going to get. So that is the normal rate for Speed, is 1 over 9. But during the 2x, they just double that. So instead of Speed being 1 outcome, now it is 2. But we have to add another outcome to the total. So Speed goes from 1 over 9 to 2 over 10. So it's going to be 20%, but we have to subtract that very small amount that Ancient Shards drop. So what I can gather is it's going to be an expected rate of 19.95%. So if you're over that, you're getting good RNG. If you're under that, you're getting bad RNG. I am just over at 20.1, getting slightly good RNG so far on these runs, but I would bet it's going to scale closer to 20.0 or 19.95, about round in there, as long as I can get up over 1,000 runs. And I believe I will do that. We've got enough time here to go. I'm at 700 something. I'll definitely hit my goal of 1,000 runs and get them all charted. And of course, we've got to keep an eye on the whales and see exactly how this is going on. Let's try to reverse engineer and figure out what they are up to so far. So we've got the 44,098. And we're going to get about 17 points per run. Let's divide that by 17. So they've done 2594 runs. They're probably doing 24 or 25, which would be 18 or 20 energy respectively. Let's split the difference, call it 19. Let's times that by 19 since we don't know for sure. Yeah, right at about 50,000 energy spent so far for the leader of the global. And it's still pretty close. We've got 44K versus 42.5 and then 42. So they're really battling out for that coveted 5-star chicken for winning global. It's going to be a heated battle. Obviously, anytime there's a 5-star chicken up for grabs to win a global leaderboard, it's worth slamming thousands of dollars into it. So I'm kidding. Obviously, they're going to be doing this regardless of the chicken. They just want the gear to get as much speed as possible to hopefully get triple and quad speed rolls. So yeah, at about 50,000 energy spent so far in order to be up there with the global leaders. And just for some perspective on that, you can see here in my tournament group, I am, 12,500. I am less than 1/3 of the way to competing with the top of the global. And I've been going pretty decently hard. Not crazy, but decently hard. And I'm not even remotely close. I'm less than 1/3 of competing with global. So they are definitely getting after it on getting these speed pieces. Then for what is going on in-game currently, obviously the Dragon Tournament, we've already touched on that. Classic Arena Takedown will be starting tomorrow. And then this Champion Chase Tournament, that's probably going to act as a pseudo countdown to when 2X Ancients is going to launch. You can see there the aesthetic of the blue glowing portal. That's going to be signifying the launch of 2X Ancients. Now, you do want to check just to make sure, don't just start pulling shards, but about when the Champion Chase countdown ends, that should be pretty close to when the 2X Ancients is coinciding to launch alongside that. Then under events, champion training going on right now. You've got the core hammers there at 2,500. I would definitely recommend trying to get to there because 10 core hammers is pretty rare to get your hands on. We've had a lot of champion training going on, so it may be tough. You may not have a lot of resources saved up to go after it, but that's a good breaking point to try to make sure you get after. And then artifact enhancement, same thing. Make sure you get to 1,000. These aren't coinciding with like a fusion or anything, but a good opportunity, especially if you're doing a bunch of dragon runs, upgrade a bunch of stuff to level 8, level 12, see which ones are worth keeping. And then dungeon divers, obviously coinciding with the dragon. Anybody that's going hard in the paint on the dragon is going to complete that dungeon divers event. And now let's jump on into the shop and see if we've got anything noteworthy going on. Remember, this weekend's going to be 2X Ancients. And then right now, we've got, obviously, a big dragon tournament going on. So the main things to pay attention to are going to be ancient shards and energy probably for dragons. So we've got this one of 50 with 80 brews. And then we're going to go 8 and 5 on the tomes. 8, 5, 6 4-stars. And then 4 5-stars, 2.19. So not going to be a great recommend from me on that one. Then obviously we get a big energy pack coming in for the Dragon Tournament. Let's go 1.2. And then energy of 2,400, 1,200 gems, and 16 energy refills. Boom, 1.77. But remember, we do have energy at a little bit of a premium right now because it is probably the best opportunity you're ever going to get to farm speed pieces. So if we elevate it a little bit, it's probably like a 2.1, 2.2, pretty borderline on being a decent value just because of how good energy is right now with that buff speed event going on. So you have to kind of weigh your options there on how much that means to you. And then I know some of you have been leaving comments down below how you're not seeing these void packs. It must be differing based on the account and their progress in the game or something, but I've never seen them. I was joking yesterday. about how they must have some sort of meeting with the investors coming up soon because they've been doing so many crazy offers. The Savage Pack, and then we got the Dragon speed event. They know people are going to spend a ton on energy. Then we've got the best kind of end game void offers they've ever done, and they're coming like daily. So, or at least on my account, that's the only perspective I can give you is my account. But yeah, it just seems weird. I've never really seen the offer packs be like this consistently. The monthly packs about a 2.5. Mini mix and stun set, $15 for rare gear is not something to work towards, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and wrap things up here. So remember, it is the last day that the Dragon Speed event will be live. It's got, according to my clock right now, as of recording this, it's got about 19 hours left. So gonna be really the final countdown in terms of going hard on the Dragon to get those speed pieces. And then we will have 2x Ancients launching very soon, tomorrow. And then after that, we'll be getting a 10x for Sishia, but the window on that one will be short. It'll be about 24 hours to pull shards for Sishia. So a lot going on this weekend. And obviously when 2x Ancients are live tomorrow, you are welcome to stop by stream. We'll be doing viewer summons and going crazy, hopefully getting some big pulls for people during 2x Ancients. So also, if you watch this video right when it comes out, there will be a link down below in a pinned comment. I'll be hanging out, streaming Raid for a few hours after submitting this video. So if you want to come hang out and say hi and talk about this stuff going on, you are more than welcome to join us, and I hope to see you there. But otherwise, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.